I'd recommend a Honda ATC to any farmer. We're now beginning to reap the benefits after 3 years of use of lower maintenance cost on the farm vehicles, simply because we don't mess them up on the cart paths and on wet fields in the wintertime. Go in a bit deeper.
I've had this bike for 2 years now. I'm 65. It's been a godsend to me. My round used to take me 3.5 hours on foot, and now I do it in 35 minutes. It's the greatest time saver I have ever come across. It must prolong my life as well, I think, for possibly 10 years, I hope. I use the bike for all sorts of things, principally for feeding my pheasants, my game run. I've got 4 square miles of country nearly to cover. It has so much to recommend it. I wonder far more people haven't got used to having them yet, but that will come, no doubt.
I had Honda and Suzuki, but I never could carry out or bring out back from off tops. So I was happily as one day and happened to see some, magazines and stuff on these. And I just happened, looking through one, so I brought one home. I thought I'd try one, like, bike ready for trading in. So I thought I'd give one a try, see what it was like. It's been alright, good bike. I use mine mainly for lambing time. We lamb up on a big 200 acre pasture away, away from home. And if it's wet, the tractor isn't a very good traveller when it's wet. So I take the bike and fetch them back with a trailer.
I'm not a bike enthusiast. I've never wanted a two-wheel bike. Never dreamt of one or never needed one, but since I've had a three-wheeler, I don't know whether I could manage without it now. We used to walk, which used to take us 2 hours, but now we take the bike and it takes us about half an hour. In my situation, it's mostly we use it for checking the stock. We very rarely carry anything on it, so I was no need for the bigger machine, actually. Bigger machine would be very nice, but I was wondering whether I could manage it myself personally, but I seem to be able to cope with this one very, very easily. The biggest advantage with the ATC is in the wet weather. If you take a tractor or Land Rover around the fields, you'll make such a mess. But the ATC is, with the wide wheels and low pressure, you don't even know where you've been. You can go around the fields dozens of times and you don't know nothing. So the wet weather, it is the biggest advantage. You can ride the bike up and down the banks, and it's surprising. To start off with, I was a bit afraid going across the sides, but now I'll go anywhere. It's virtually untippable. It's a marvellous machine.
Well, the Honda fits in excellently on the farm, and unlike a lot of people's opinion of motorcycles which tear around the countryside and frighten wildlife and animals, this one moves about so quietly, it doesn't disrupt the wildlife. In fact, we use it for our inspection of bird boxes, and the birds will stay on the box while you drop alongside the box with the bike. It's so quiet that it fits in ever so well with the wildlife. It doesn't present any problems whatsoever. It will travel on really soft conditions, and in the high rainfall areas such as this in the springtime of the year, we used to have terrible problems with the tractor rutting the ground, and this one goes over the top of the ground and even tow a sheep rack and without making any mess whatsoever. And this is a tremendous asset as far as we're concerned. Muddy conditions where a tractor would make a tremendous mess, taking what is for a tractor a light load, a sheep rack for example, this bike will take it almost anywhere, uphill as well, even in very wet conditions, without marking the ground and without knocking the sheep rack around as well. It can be taken nicely and slowly. This is the 110 ATC, and although it's only 105cc 4-stroke engine, because of the gear ratios and its torque, it has tremendous pulling capacity and is adequately powerful enough for anything that's required on the farm.
We were looking 3 autumns ago for a low ground pressure vehicle, chiefly to put slug pellets on. And we found that the Honda Big Red was the most suitable for us, having a 10-speed gearbox and also a reverse, which is very handy reversing up to the trailer. The main job we do with it is putting slug pellets on, but we also find it very useful for feeding the calves, taking bags of meal out for the calves. 101 things. I think we first heard about it, as I said, we were looking for something to put slug pellets on in a wet autumn, and I spoke to Honda Equip and they seemed interested at the time, so we got together and fitted one up to put slug pellets on with.
I've had this Honda for about 4 months. I haven't used it through a winter yet, but I grow 850 acres of cereals, and probably half that area will have to, at some stage during the winter, be have slug pellets supplied, and I will do that job with this machine. I think probably on that job I can achieve somewhere in the region of 100 acres a day. I've got the ATC 200. I chose the larger machine because I felt that I would need every little bit of engine power for towing and pulling implements that are available for the machine. Also, the reverse gear is very useful. If you've got a heavy weight on behind and you get up into a corner, you've got to have a reverse gear to get out of the corner.
I use it for everything I do. Actually putting the birds in the wood, putting the partridge out, carting the food about, carting water out, everything. I mean, you know, there isn't a job I don't do, actually do with the bike. You know, they're very good for getting from A to B quickly. I mean, you know, they'll go places, providing you've got the nerve to hang on, they'll go anywhere you've got the nerve to hang on. It's as easy as that.
Once you've mastered them, because they are quite difficult to start to drive, just use it really to get around, because I've got so many, but there's not any more to do, but a lot more quantity. So instead of taking 1 bag of food, then I've got to take 60 bags around. And I have to do that, you know, with a tractor and trailer. So I basically use it just to get me around. The under ATC certainly saves me time, and I can go through all manner of places through the trees.
Honda ATC is a versatile, fun machine which has saved me a lot of money.
One thing I find about the ATC is how incredibly stable it is on these Welsh hills that we've got around here.
Well, I bought a Honda ATC to go up onto hills with, you know, it's good among rocks and stones and stuff. And
I'd recommend a Honda ATC to any farmer.
Today, all the efforts of Honda's inexhaustible ATV research and development program are revealed in the form of the new ATC 250 Big Red and the TRX 250. Two vehicles that will meet the toughest demands asked of them, that represent a whole new approach to off-road working vehicles. The 250 Big Red sets new standards amongst ATCs. At its heart is a new engine designed specifically for the task in hand. A four-stroke overhead camshaft engine, it produces 50% more horsepower than the 200 with greatly increased low to mid-range torque. It is economical and reliable and has been designed to require the minimum of maintenance. It has a new 5-speed gearbox with a special first gear super low ratio and an easily selected reverse gear. The unique auto-clutch transmission system makes riding at work easy. A conventional centrifugal clutch is fitted to disengage the engine from the transmission at idling RPM. As engine speed rises, it engages smoothly, giving effortless starts. In addition, a mechanical clutch is actuated by the transmission shift pedal. This automatically disengages the engine from the transmission during normal shifting when the centrifugal clutch is driving. An automatic cam chain tensioner is fitted to eliminate time-consuming cam chain maintenance. As the cam chain stretches, a pre-tensioned spring rotates the tensioner nut. The tensioner shaft is gradually extended, maintaining tension of the slipper against the cam chain. To enhance operator comfort and eliminate vibration, a single shaft balancer is gear-driven from the crankshaft. And to reduce dimensions and weight, the low-maintenance shaft and bevel gear final drive is an integral part of the rugged swing arm. 4 spring clips open the cover of the large-capacity reusable foam air cleaner. Amongst the many other maintenance-reducing features, the snorkel-type air cleaner really stands out. Cool, clean air is drawn from the steering head area through the frame backbone and into the air cleaner box. This also enables the ATC to go through deep water without inhaling water into the engine. The electricity supply comes from an all-new sealed, maintenance-free battery that eliminates battery top-ups and level checks and cannot spill. It offers outstanding reliability. Starting is electric with a backup kickstart. More powerful lighting is supplied, both up front and with dual rear lights. The front 60-watt headlamp can be easily unclipped on a 2-meter lead and used as an inspection light. A new level of comfort has been brought to ATCs, and the Big Red is fitted with long travel hydraulic fully telescopic front forks and a single damper swing arm 5-position adjustment rear suspension to match load and terrain conditions. The new suspension is further enhanced by new tougher balloon tires with an improved tread pattern and greater puncture resistance. Front and rear drums are fitted, the latter fully sealed against the elements. The brakes are operated by hand controls, and the rear brake also has foot operation as required. A simple quick-release lock makes parking on hills simple and safe. And there's a 12-volt 15-amp plug-in accessory terminal to meet extra power requirements for such things as pumps or lights. The new Big Red is fitted with bigger, stronger carriers, front and back, and a large storage box at the rear. The front carrier can take 22 pounds, the rear 100 pounds, and the storage box a further 5 pounds. The trailer hitch will pull around 1,000 pounds. To speed cleaning and what little routine maintenance is required, the 250 has hinged rear bodywork. Access is gained by removing the seat and side covers and releasing the 2 holding bolts. The new 250 Big Red tougher, more powerful, more durable, more versatile, and virtually maintenance-free. But Honda's force of all-terrain vehicles does not stop here. The 250 Big Red will have a partner in the field, in the form of a unique, easy-to-ride utility vehicle, the four-wheel TRX 250. Now there is no job an ATV cannot tackle. The TRX 250 is powered by an exceptionally economical 246cc four-stroke engine, which offers surprising performance and torque. The engine unit is the same as the ATC 250 Big Red. A 5-speed dual-range gearbox with reverse drives the rear wheels by an enclosed shaft. The 5 forward gear ratios, together with the huge deep-cleated high-flotation tires, give the lightweight TRX tremendous off-road performance, whatever the conditions. And front and rear carriers and a trailer hitch are fitted. Neutral and reverse indicator lights are standard, along with a fuel gauge to ease level checking. And to simplify night operations, the powerful headlight doubles as a convenient detachable work light. The TRX features the same sealed-for-life battery system as the 250 Big Red, which provides electric starting with kickstart backup. And to help smooth out the roughest going, a full suspension system features independent trailing arm linkages with hydraulic shock absorbers at the front and a single rear shock absorber with a box section swing arm. From its sealed battery to its CD ignition, from the enclosed shaft drive to the sealed front and rear drum brakes, the TRX is designed to need the minimum of maintenance and do the maximum work. And fitted with sturdy front and rear carriers, which will take up to 200 pounds, and a rear towing hitch that will pull around 1,000 pounds, the TRX is an outstandingly versatile vehicle for the off-road user at a fraction of the cost of any other vehicle offering similar capabilities. The new Honda ATV range, both in 3- and 4-wheel form, a new concept in off-road transport.